Hello and welcome back to yet another practice game of Backgammon. So we'll be playing this game through as well, and hopefully in the later video analysing some of the highlights of this game, depending on how the game turns out. But every game so far on this channel has turned out to be interesting enough to warrant an analysis later, so hopefully the same will apply to this game. So let's make a start. White rolls a 4, black rolls a 3, so white must play a 4 and a 3. 4 and a 3 as a standard opening move, which I've recommended in another video that I made on opening moves, is 4 and 3 here. So you advance those two checkers there, because with the rolls where you can't prime up anywhere, you try and advance those checkers as far as you can forward, those back checkers. Just a reminder that a lot of people will recommend that you play 4 and a 3 here in order to get a priming opportunity. I do not recommend that at all. Very bad move, because you're basically giving your free opponent a hit. You're giving your opponent a free hit with those two checkers, because you spread them out, so your opponent has a chance of a hit with a number of combinations of rolls here. So, people, as I said, people argue that you're setting yourself up for a prime here. I do not agree with that at all. Far too risky. It is far more sensible to advance these two checkers here with a 4 and a 3. So black rolls a 4 and a 2. Now 4 and a 2, the standard move, see, these 3 points are the 3 key priming points. So with a 4 and a 2, that's a good roll for black right now, because black can hit and prime. Doesn't matter too much that black has hit a checker here. That's not too bad for white, because white hasn't gone far. I mean, white has been hit in black's quarter, so it's pretty harmless to be hit in your opponent's quarter, especially early in the game. But the main point is, black has primed off here. It's not so much that black made a hit and an anchor, but the fact that he primed off a key point here. That's what really matters. See, this is very, very funny. I mean, double 6 is normally a dream roll, but in this case, it's turned out to be a bad roll for white. Normally it's very rare for a double 6 to be a bad roll, but in this case it is, because white can't get back in. White basically loses a turn, can't get that checker back in, so black can have another roll now. Okay, 6 and a 2 at the beginning of the game. The recommended move that the move that I would recommend for a 6 and a 2 at the beginning of the game, it's much of a muchness really. You can go 6 and 2 here in order to get one checker out of there, and this checker can only be hit with a double 4, safely hit with a double 4. But in this case, if white rolls a double 4, it's useless, because he can't get back in with a 4 there, so with a double 4 he'd lose a turn anyway. In any case, you can either play 6 and a 2 there, or you can play 6 here and a 2 here, so you advance this back checker as well, and give yourself an opportunity for a possible priming here. It's much of a muchness. Let's just tonight play this move here. Doesn't make too much difference which one you play for a 6 and a 2, but let's try this one tonight. Anyway, so white's got to get back on the board. Okay, white rolls a 6 and a 1. See, a 6 and a 1 would have been a perfect opportunity to prime off here, but that's been hit there. So 1 he can play there. And we'll see the 6, really the best move for a 6 right now for white. Well, he'd be foolish to hit. A lot of people who play the blitz, and I don't like the blitz as a style of play at all, but they would sort of hit here. But really, I mean, if you hit here, with the next roll, you're giving your opponent a free hit at a checker all by itself here, so it'd be foolish to hit there. Again, that's why I don't like the blitz as a style of play. So you could play 6 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here, but if you play 6 there, you've buried this checker here. You don't want to do that. I mean, this checker is very precious over here in case you can do a prime later on one of these key points, so you wouldn't move that checker. So really, the only other option you've got is to either move this checker, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 there, but I'd rather move this back checker 6 spots here in case you roll a 2 on your next roll and can prime off here. So right now, both black and white are in a position to prime. Well, black is in a position to prime, possibly prime this point here, and white is in a position to prime this point here, so it's not too bad, really. Black rolls a 5 and a 4. Well, this is ideal because 1, 2, 3, 4, he primes off there, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, he's already primed a key point here. So now he leaves an extra checker there to possibly prime off one of these points with either a 3 and a 1 or a 6 and a 1. So that's a good roll, quite a good roll for black actually. Okay, now white rolls a 6 and a 4. Well, 6 and a 4 is a good roll considering that white can now go 1, 2, 3, 4 here, and then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 there. So basically, white is now in a slightly stronger position because he has advanced these 2 back checkers further than black. Black's primed off a key point here, but white's now further advanced there with those 2 checkers anchoring that point there. So if you want to calculate it points wise, white is further ahead, as in further ahead in trying to get all of his checkers back in his own quarter. So this could end up being a running game because of that roll. Well, 6 and a 4, I meant, no. Yeah, see, 6 and a 4 is a little bit awkward at this stage. I mean, if these 2 checkers, if any one of them were back here, say, black would go 6 and 4 there, but these checkers are already advanced, so he can't really move them with a 6 and a 4, really. See, black could go 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 there, with that checker possibly. I'm not so sure about that. With this, as I said, with the 6 and a 4, that checker can go there, but that would make it a running game a little bit too early. You could prime off with a 6 and a 4 here, but I'm not too keen on doing that because you're basically burying these 2 checkers. I'm not keen on that at all, really. So what I'll do for now, I'm not too keen on burying these 2 checkers here. Yeah, not keen at all about that. So what I'll do, really, it's much of a muchness. Let's just go 6 and 1, 2, 3, 4 there. I mean, with a roll of a 3, you can always prime off here with that checker there. So that's not too bad. So yeah, that's what we'll do for now. White rolls a 5 and a 4. Now, you could prime off here with these two checkers there, go 4 and then 5 with, see 4 and 5 can prime off here. I don't really want to leave that checker on its own there. It's not, I'm just trying to see what else you can play with a 5 and a 4. Well, priming off this point here can only be useful if you get a hit. See, black can't really hit a checker on its own there because it's got one on its own here. At this stage, I mean, you could play it conservatively and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 there. But if you put this checker and this checker both here and here, you've kind of buried a couple of checkers and you've taken that checker off there. I don't like taking that checker off there in case it's a priming opportunity. So, yeah, 5 and a 4, well, yeah, you could go 5 and then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 there perhaps. Yeah, I'm not too keen on leaving a checker there on its own. I like the fact that those checkers are primed there. I mean, those checkers can get home any time, really. Look, since black's got a checker on its own here, let's just try that. 5 and then 1, 2, 3, 4. And, you know, with a roll of a 2, we can possibly prime off here. Priming right now in the respective quarters, like black priming off in his quarter, white priming off in his quarter, is not that useful since both back checkers for both black and white are out. But let's try that anyway. So 5 and a 2 for black. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 prime off there, but then where are you going to play the 2? Yeah. Let's just try that. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 prime here and then go 1, 2 there. That's not too bad. Having gone, you move this checker 2 spots here is pretty harmless because you've still got one spare checker here to prime here if need be. So 5 and 2, that's a reasonable play there. It's nice and conservative, doesn't leave any checkers on their own. Okay, so 5 and a 1 for white. Yeah, it doesn't really leave my choice. I mean, you could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and then 1. Frankly, I don't see the point. I mean, if you move that checker sort of to here, and then if black then rolls a double 2 where he hits, that could be troublesome because these points here are blocked off. So I don't see the point of moving that checker and leaving one on its own there. So what we'll do, we'll go 5 and then we'll go 1 here in case we can prime off maybe here with a 1. So yeah, let's play that for now. Double 1. I mean, Yeah, I'm not sure if I like a double one at this stage. That's not a terribly good roll, really. Not a good roll. Not a good roll. Gee, I really, really don't like that double one at all at this stage of the game. Gosh. You know, I don't want to move those two one spot there. If I don't move those two one spot here, I've well and truly buried those two checkers. So I don't really want to do that. So, gee, yeah, you know, and you can't really move any of these one spot. I mean, that's all blocked off. What I might do is go. Oh, gee, it really. It doesn't really give any opportunity for advancement, really. I'm not sure if I like that at all, actually. Gosh, I'm really stuck between a rock and a hard place here. And just thinking the best way to play that. I mean, it's impossible to play those. It's impossible to play those. You're really left with these checkers here. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, goodness. What I'll do, I'll just go 1, 1, 1. That's 3 ones, and I'll move 1 there because at least you can possibly prime off here to make it more difficult for white to get back in if there's a hit. So really, that's all I can think of. That was a tough one. Anyway, okay, so white rolls a 6 and a 1. Well, yeah. You could move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You could move that checker 6 spots here, and then that one spot there. Not sure if I like that very much. Yeah, I don't really like that move. I mean, again, those checkers can run any time. What might pay off for white? I can't see. Yeah, I want to leave those checkers there in a nice position in case there's a hit. What I might do is go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 1 here in case there's a priming opportunity here, so that if there's a hit, we've already primed off there. So let's just play that for now and see what happens. Those checkers are in a good position. I don't want to disturb them really. 5 and a 2. Well, right now I'd be inclined to prime off here with the 2 and go 5 there. So that's nicely primed off in case black gets a hit. So 6 and a 3. Well, 3 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, I'm just 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. what I'll do for now, I will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. Again, I don't want to disturb that checker there. I was thinking of moving that one, but as long as I can leave that there, white will not be in danger of leaving a checker on its own there, so, or less danger rather. So that's what I'll do for now. Black in a better priming position right now than white. 4 and a 2. Black rolls a 4 and a 2. What I'd be inclined to play with a 4 and a 2 right now is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Yeah, I will go 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2. If black gets a hit now, white will be in serious trouble. So that's right now a very good priming position for black. So white rolls a 6 and a 5. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. 6 and a 5, not sure whether I like that a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, what I will do, I might just play that. I might just play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 again. Although black's in a much stronger priming position than white, that will at least prime off some points here in case white gets a hit now. So black rolls a 6 and a 3. Now that's an interesting roll. With a 6 and a 3, I'd be inclined to play 6 and 3 there. So those checkers are close to home, and black only has to worry about these ones now. White rolls a 5 and a 3, so with a 5 and a 3, I'd be inclined to go 5. Oops, 1, 2, 3 there. Priming opportunity here, plus gets one more checker in the quarter, so that's not too bad there. 6 and a 1. Black rolls a 6 and a 1. So with that, I'd be inclined to play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and a 1 here. So yeah, right now it's anybody's game, I dare say. Black in a slightly stronger position, but anyone's game still. 6 and a 4. See, this is where it becomes awkward for white. White now has to leave a checker on its own. White must play the 6. So yeah, this has become awkward for white. Very awkward. I'd be inclined. Let's see, which one of those checkers am I going to move for? For white, I'd be more inclined to move this checker here, because if I move that one there and leave that checker on its own, there's more combinations of rolls with which that one can be hit. So this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, that checker's got less chance of getting hit. Now, if black does a hit right now, white will be in serious trouble. 2 and a 1, black can't hit. See, black cannot hit that with a 2 and a 1. So that was lucky for white. So let's go, well, we're not going to leave these checkers on their own here, no way. So 2 and 1. Still anybody's game from this point. Anyone's game. Probably white has a greater chance of running, but anyone's game. See, so with the snake eyes there, with the double one, what I'd be inclined to do, white has to play one here. He's got to rescue that checker from being on its own, because if that checker gets hit, considering how much black is primed off here, white will be in serious trouble and almost certainly lose the game. So white's got to play one here. It'd be a bad move to advance these three checkers here right now, because you've only advanced them one space. I mean, they can run any time, but also you leave those checkers there. So with the next roll, if black rolls a 6 with something else, he's got to leave a checker on its own. So black is hoping not to roll a 6, because 6 and whatever will mean that this checker, he'll have to move that checker and leave that one on its own, which will be and it'll give white a very good opportunity to do a hit. And white is also primed off very well here, so you don't want to advance those three checkers there. But then you could go double one here and then double one there, but the problem with that is you don't want to leave this space here empty in case you get a hit, and you don't really want to leave any checker on its own there. So what I'd be inclined to play with the double one, with the other three checkers, is to advance these three checkers here. Well, if white then gets a hit, it's much of a muchness whether you leave this space empty or this one empty, because it'll still be difficult for black to get back in. So so that's probably the best play for a double one there right now, and black's got to hope not to roll a 6. Well, double 4 is an excellent roll for black. Now it's become a running game, so black can now move these two checkers 4 spots there. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 here. So black's closer to home now. Black is now in a stronger position. He's got 2 checkers closer to home. White's got 3 checkers further from home. So white's going to, I mean, black could have played a double 4 somewhere here, for example, and left those 2 checkers there in case there's a hit. But considering how close to home black can be right now, with less checkers, it's probably not a bad idea to run. So I just want to make sure I've played that correctly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. So so 5 and a 2, 5 and a 2. White's got to run like hell right now. So back rolls another double 4. What are the chances of that happening twice in a row? So you're rolling 2 doubles in a row can change the game entirely. The gamble for black to run has paid off now. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And move those 2 checkers off there. So running has definitely paid off for black. Black in a stronger position right now. White needs a double. Didn't get it. 6 and a 1. Let's move that closer to home. Double 2. Well, let's move that one to take those 2 off and go 1, 2. Black definitely in a stronger position. 6 and a 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3. White's got to hope for some doubles. Seriously, hope for some doubles. 6 and a 5. Black can move those off there. White has to roll doubles. White has to roll doubles now. 1, 2, and take 6 off there. Double 3 for black, so take those 2 off there. Black rolled a couple of doubles, a double 2 and a double 3, but could only take 2 checkers off because didn't have enough on those points. Double one for white. Looks pretty hopeless for white right now. Snake Eyes wasn't too bad, except didn't take 4 off the board. 6 and 2. It's just not working out for white. It's just not working out for white. Black is close to victory. 5 and 4. Yeah, I can't see white winning from this point on. I wouldn't concede, but I can't see a victory for white either. 6 and a 5. Yeah, can't see a victory for white. I really can't. Double 3. Well, there you go. 1, 2, 3. It's all over for white. It's all over. Black's won. I don't really like the idea of conceding too early, especially in these practice games, because you just never know what might happen. But those 2 double 4s in a row got black into a strong position, which from which there was no comeback for white. That's the tremendous advantage in not rolling just 1 double, but 2 doubles in a row, and 2 double 4s in a row. Statistically, the chances of that are very small. I mean, if black had rolled a double 4 and then a double 5, you know, still it would have gotten the same benefit basically. Rolling 2 double 4s in a row is statistically the chances are statistically very small, but rolling 2 doubles in a row, such as, like I said, a double 4 and a double 5, or a double 4 and a double 6, again, while statistically greater than rolling 2 identical doubles, it's statistically rare to roll 2 doubles in a row. That's really my point, which is exactly what black did. Roll 2 doubles in a row, which totally turned the game around. Because at that stage, before the first double 4, it could have been anyone's game. And white was probably in a slightly stronger position, because black had 2 checkers like here, white had 3 checkers there, so white had 3 checkers much closer to home than black's 2 checkers were to his home quarter. So white was at a somewhat of an advantage, whereas the 2 doubles in a row just turned the whole thing around. That was a rather quiet game, as you saw. It wasn't a very exciting game. There weren't that many hits, you know. It turned out to be a quiet game because each side got rolls to be able to prime. Each side got rolls where they were not forced to leave checkers on their own. It didn't happen often. There weren't many hits. So it was just basically a quiet game, and that happens sometimes. Most games don't turn out to be quiet. They turn out to be a little bit exciting, but that turned out to be quiet, except the end where there was a bit of an excitement with the 2 doubles in a row that turned the game around pretty much. Anyway, thank you for watching, and until next time.